Hello everyone, Acid here, Coming 101. Just to let you know, when you do your own reviews, or you're thinking about making your own reviews, just remember, there's always going to be some idiot out there who's going to bash your stuff, no matter what. Like, I always get stupid comments about my hair, ooh, or my glasses, or the way I dress, or, it's just really stupid stuff that has nothing to do with my review. It's just immature idiots that had nothing else better than do but trash your stuff. So, best my advice for you people, delete them, block them, just move on, and do what you enjoy doing, So, I don't give a crap what this last guy said about my hair. Ray Charles did your hair? Ooh, funny guy, you're a funny little shit. Anyways, back to what we're really here for. I want to introduce you to Fighter Corners. Here's the address on top. Ignore the bottom piece. Facebook them and call them up. Bear with me. I just getting over a cold and everything. Alright, here it is. Shredder number 2. This has to be the coolest shredder they came out with. I mean, first one, it was pretty cool. This one right here, it's pretty sweet. So let's do a review on this shredder right here. Alright, so I'm going to try to do something new. Alright, so here's Shredder number 2. As you can see how he looks on his face. They actually put a lot of good effort in this one. I was surprised about the painting. Everything else was fantastic. Now I know some of you are probably like, oh, it looks like the original. Not even close. Alright, so I'm going to put part 2 up here. Hopefully it'll stand. For a starter, the helmet is so much better than this one. With this one, they just made a helmet and then it's glued this front piece right there, as you can see. I like how the stitches in it on the back, which this one doesn't really have that on the back of this helmet. So just clear and everything. I do like this his front of his mask, how he looks like an original. This one does not have it. However, and this is the part I love. As we see in the toys, if you look at the back of your the Turtles 2012 or 13, Shredder's eyes are actually painted. But in these ones, it's not even painted, and the scar's not even on there. However, with this one, you can see it's the scar, the paint, his eyes, and everything. But the difference is with this one, you can take off his helmet, as you can see. And there it is. Shredder unmasked. Those of you are like, whoa, what just happened to Shredder? Remember, he was in a fire. I guess that's what happened. He got burnt up and everything by the fire. Looks like Freddy Krueger going on here. Of course, with this one, Shredder does not have no cape. As for this one, the cape is already attached, which you can see right there. There's a little thing right there. You can see is attached to the whole of his back. Now, excuse me. Here's the part that made me go, oh, right. Okay. If you've seen the interviews of what's coming out soon, this and this, or what Shredder's going to look like without his mask, they were not going to paint his face pink, like this burnt face and everything. They were not going to do that. It was just going to be a clear, pale skin color on him. That was it. But Comic-Con was going to come out, and he's going to look like this, exactly like this, with a stand that you could put him on, and the little silver stand and everything. It was going to come with that, but I guess they decided, well, might as well just make the way he's supposed to look, and they did it. So I'm glad you guys did not edit out his burnt face whatsoever. He looks so much cooler, sweet looking face. I mean, it is scary as what it's supposed to be. Like I said, Playmates, thank you so much for actually putting the burnt color on there, the pink color. So it's just regular face. Alright. As you can see, also on his chest part, as you can see, it has all those, looks like little fish scales on his chest, but they decided to stretch it out more the way they did in the cartoon. So in other words, it looks like they didn't know exactly how Shredder's going to look like until they saw the cartoon, so they actually remade the Shredder. This is why they call it Shredder #2. I'm not making it up, that's the real name. The shoulder pads are quite the same, as you can see from the other part. But the fighting form, the stand, is actually a lot better, as you can see. And of course, his spikes right here. It's actually more out. If you're a parent and you're worried about the spikes poking your child's eyeballs out, as you can see, you have nothing to worry about because there is no spike. It's actually a loop on the top, so it won't really poke them unless your kid's kind of, you know, especially like wants to poke his own eye out on purpose, and then yeah, you're gonna have a problem. You can't bend his arm in, kind of like that. It's more out. Actually, this piece right here is actually painted on the side of his belt compared to one over here. This is not painted at all. Of course, the belt part is holding his armor is not painted, just like the original, as you could see on the side. But good news, people! Really, really, really good news. As we all complain about when the humans came out, like splintering on them, they can't bend their knees at all, right? Shredder 2, you can bend his knees. It's actually bendable. You can stretch it out, or you can bend it in for good poses. As you can see, like this. So it's actually pretty cool like that. So, and you actually put his legs in like this. So that's the other good thing about the Shredder 2. They actually made his kneecaps actually bending. He could pose better the way he's done the original. Of course, I gotta show you this piece right here. Does the 13 Viacon. And those were like, well, it looks like the same body as the original Shredder, and as you can see already, the differences. This one is 2012 Viacon. So there's actually more movements on the Shredder. Yes, you could move the hands, as you see right there. These are movable, just like the original. You can see the joints. And yes, it's true that you could actually twist his stomach. I don't know if I could do it with this piece, but yeah, you could twist this right here. So yeah, the fighting form, as you could do with Shredder, is actually pretty decent. It's actually painted very nicely. Has that metallic look to him. I'm glad they painted his face. They actually put more joints into his kneecap so he can actually pose your Shredder perfectly. And just have him normally like this is, I mean, it's pretty sweet. I think they did a good job making Shredder #2. I don't know if they meant to make it like, oh, let's make an unmatched Shredder or what, or anything like that. I guess they realized, well, we could make a Shredder a little bit better. And they did. This is a fantastic toy, people. I am not kidding. This is great. This is something that I'm glad they had to re-release for anyone instead of going to Comic-Con to get a burnt face. However, let me stretch his knees. As you can see, Shredder 2 is a lot taller than Shredder 1. Yeah, I gotta kind of fix his helmet to make it lower down. But, like I said, they put a little more effort into the back of his helmet in part 1. than part 2, but yet this is still... Whoa, hello. Great, gotta dig it up for it now. But still, Shredder 2 has been the coolest thing they have ever came out for a remake. I hope, and Playmates, I hope you guys make a Splinter 2, because the painting looks like a badger, and you guys got his paint completely wrong compared to what Splinter's supposed to look. Also, I want to point out, his, you can tell his cape is really rubber flexible. This is also flexible right here, but don't do too much, you break it. Same with this. But everything else is fantastic, and everything's good to go. So if you're curious, if like, should I get a Shredder 2? Should I not? Because I already got Shredder 1. My advice, people, get Shredder 2. It's so much better, cooler to play with. You could do a lot more poses. If you're one of those people like me, like to take pictures of your toys and with the shadow and everything. Shredder 2 is the man to do this with, not Shredder 1, because Shredder 1 can't really do much poses. And especially you got his, his spikes up higher than the original. So that's my advice to you guys. I hope this review settle your, your question. Like, should I or should I not? My advice: you should get Shredder 2. It is so freaking cool. All right, so that's my review right there. I hope it, helped out. But like I said so many times, you guys gotta get Shredder number 2. That's what they call it, number 2. It's not Shredder or Unmask or Shredder this or anything like that. They named it Shredder number 2. And now his thing came off. Well, in case you were wondering, here's the back of his hole where the thing comes in. I don't know if you can see it like that. So that's what it looks like. So the cape does come off. But I hate when things comes off like that. But anyways, this has to be their best work for Shredder at all of them. I don't know if they're gonna make Shredder 3 or whatever, but Shredder 2 is pretty cool, and I hope they make Splinter 2 fix his paint, please, people. Playmates, that's not how he looks like. You already know this now. The show's been around since now we're in season 2. Fix Splinter's paint. I don't mind if whatever you do, just fix it. So get your hands on this. Do what you want, with the photo, with the new Shredder, sweet looking poses and everything. So until then, people, take care of yourself and happy hunting. Big hugs.